What do you think about where the crypto markets are going in the future? And is it worth having different coins to Bitcoin and Ethereum? Because at the moment, all I do is invest in the S&P 500. I have my business money, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a few watches. And I don't really touch anything else. Should I be getting involved with other stuff?
No, I think you're pretty well diversified. I think you're spread out quite well. If you're only focused on one single area of kind of return on your investment, it's a single point of failure. You need to be able to be decentralized. At the same time, you need to be intelligent. It's like, why is it that I own what I own, and what's the long-term vision behind this thing? It's like, do I own Bitcoin because I'm going to sell it for 20% gain? Or do I own Bitcoin because I understand that it's an alternative money system to the fiat system that has been given to me, that I'm bound to by slavery, that I didn't even choose? Like, you didn't choose that money. You've been bought into that false illusion that it's confidence. But once again, you just have to look at things by what they are, the nature of it. Bitcoin, for example, the nature of Bitcoin was created transparently, honestly, and authentically in front of people. Public ledger. You can see what it is. You can see what it's not. Tell me how much fiat is in circulation. Who makes it? Who's the dev? Are they going to rug you? You don't know any of these things. Yeah. So are you going to be bound to a shady system that you don't trust, that you don't understand anything about? Or are you going to maybe learn about an alternative system? It might be smaller. You might have less ability to transact in the real world, but at least you own it, you have freedom.
Speaking of the real world, I saw a video last night. It was, I found Andrew Tate's crypto wallets or something like that. And it was some guy like investigating all of his different wallets and the way that people are paying for the real world and the war room and things like that. And, you know, there was a lot to take in, so whether I can actually articulate and not really, but what I will say is just that the web of money, and they were using this third party application to sort of make it easier to understand, and it webs out and maps out the money. And it was just crazy, like the different places it's going and how complicated you can make the money look and untraceable. And, you know, I assume it's for tax reasons and stuff like that as well. But just watching that video and seeing it all laid out like that spider web, it was quite crazy and eye-opening.
So they traced it?
No, they traced it as well as they can.
Right.
But it's very complicated. It's a long 20-minute video. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff in it that I do understand, a lot that I don't. Obviously, it's very difficult to articulate. But just seeing that there.
Find?
It wasn't actually crazy amounts of money. I think it was probably around 7 to 8 million or something like that. But even just with that, the way that he was moving it around and then into certain coins, and then a lot of it was held in. There's something that allows you to use a debit card with crypto, and he had a lot of that and stuff like that. But yeah, it's interesting, worth watching for sure.
Are you concerned about someone doing that kind of video on you, tracing all of your wallets?
No, not at all.
Yeah. Apparently there's some plugin, there's some sort of crypto thing that you can use that masks it, which is why this guy was having trouble.
There's a lot of things, but once again, it's a public ledger. The point is, it's not about whether you can trace or not trace somebody. The point is that you can, and it's readily available, that library of data. You can't pull that from a bank. You can't get that information only about yourself. So there's no accountability. Dude, there's no accountability. Do you understand that a couple days before 9/11, there was a big press hearing that took place, and the Pentagon couldn't account for $2 trillion. Really? $2 trillion in spending, the Department of Defense. So 9/11 rolls around, the Twin Towers collapse, and in the Pentagon, another plane crashes, and the department with all the records, the $2 trillion missing dollars, blows up. Weird. No accountability. But somebody has that money.
You would have thought they could easily track it, I guess, if they wanted to.
If they wanted to.
They don't want to. Yeah, no, it does seem like YouTube's getting a little bit more negative, I would say. Like more videos like that. And we've had a couple of videos about my dad. What do you think about it all? Are you worried about all these negative videos going out?
Who cares, bro? Who cares? Let them stay broke. Let them stay talking, dude.
Why do you think it's shifted to... It definitely used to be a nicer place on YouTube.
Who cares, bro? It doesn't matter. The people that want to listen and elevate can listen and elevate. The people that don't want to listen and elevate, they don't have to. When I look at the people that leave nasty comments or think that they're funny, I tap on their profile, look at their lives, and I'm like, all right, sounds good, bro.
No, I agree.
And what am I going to do? Respond to you? Dude, you living in a motherfucking shack, bro. Like, what am I going to do? Fight with you about my life? Prove to you bank statements? Like, who the fuck are you, bro? I'm not here to prove anything to you.
I think
want to
it's,
watch, just leave. It's all good, bro. If you want to watch, stick around. If you want to talk, you can talk. Free press.
It's an issue with society. I think like most of the people that are making these videos don't even want to be making them.
Do you understand how
but
many,
they just
do you
know
understand
that
how
people
many
are going to watch it.
videos have been made about fucking Messi saying that he's shit, saying that like everything's insider jobs and every game is rigged, and bro, do you think the guy gives a fuck? Do you think the guy cares? A billionaire from playing soccer, bro, football. He doesn't care about somebody.
Thank you for saying
Yeah.
that.
He doesn't care about somebody whether he's Cristiano Ronaldo number 1 or 2. Like, the dude's living his life. You got to live your life.
The
People are
argument,
always
I
going to
guess,
talk.
in like the entrepreneurial creator niche is because there's a lot of fake players. There is a public interest in finding out the truth, so people can know who to listen to, who not to listen to. So my understanding is the majority of people making these videos are doing so for their own benefit, to get views and money, and they don't actually care. But there is obviously an interest in that, and surely it is important in a way to expose the people that are liars and fakes, and to shine a light on those who are not, if that makes sense.
I think the market does that. I mean, I think the market does that by the value you provide. You just have to evaluate the products, you know?
I agree also, and I think time tells, doesn't it?
Yeah, time tells all things. And at the end of the day, just give it longevity. Time will tell. Defend your reputation if you're being talked about poorly, and then that's all you can do.
Does it bug you though when you see a new video that maybe it's got 500,000 views and it's about you, exposing you or whatever? How do you react to that in the moment?
I mean, it's never happened, but I wouldn't really care.
I think the worst thing is I saw one the other day where this guy was reacting to one of your shorts or a clip or something where you said earning £10,000 or dollars a month wasn't a lot of money, something along those lines. And he took you completely out of context. Well, he watched the clip and didn't watch anything else. And I saw you commented on it. You're like, you're smart enough to know not to react to the clip and just actually watch the full context. So surely that got under your skin a little bit.
Well, no, it's just when you're a viral sensation, people use your face for views. And that's it. I'm a viral sensation, so people use my face for views. If I'm good for your business, so be it. But it's kind of a loser move.
Yeah,
Cheap.
To me, it would bug me if they're saying I said something that I didn't say and I know I didn't say it.
But
I wouldn't care if they were tearing me down for something I said.
How often is that going to happen in your life? How often? Who cares if it gets 1 million views? If it gets if 850,000 of those views, they're not my customers anyway. They're not my followers anyway. They're not my people anyway. Who cares?
All press is good press.
It's just, who cares, bro? There's 8 billion people in the world to walk around thinking that, bro, even if 30% of the people in the world hate you, 20%, that's billions of motherfuckers, bro.